Hi, good morning. This is Regine Meganlas. I am from Eduk 3B, and today I will be discussing teaching strategies. This is the part 2 of our preliminary examination. So, teaching strategies. Language learning strategies is a term referring to the processes and actions that are consciously deployed by language learners to help them to learn or use a language more effectively. So there are six essential strategies for teaching English language to the learners. First one, cultivate relationships and be culturally responsive. Number two, teach language skills across the curriculum. Three, emphasize productive language. Four, speak slowly and increase your rate time. Five, differentiate and use multiple modalities. Lastly, incorporate students' native languages and don't be afraid of technology. We will go through each strategies one by one. Well, let's go to the first one. Cultivate relationships and be culturally responsive. A successful classroom, our educators agreed, is one in which students feel known, appreciated, and comfortable taking emotional and intellectual risk. That requires intentional planning and consistent messaging by the teacher. Make the students embrace their culture and their language as a foundation of who they are, and to consider the acquisition of a new culture and language, not as subtractive but as additive. Number two, teach language skills across the curriculum. English language learners should not be learning the fundamentals of English in isolation. They should be applying their developing language skills to rich academic content in all subjects. It is the key that in the mainstream classrooms, teachers understand their role as language teachers. Number three, emphasize productive language. The educators agreed that productive language skills, it is hard to master dimensions of language fluency like speaking and writing, should be front and center from day one, even if students feel hesitant about them. Educators who are unaware of the typical path to fluency may believe that students who can follow verbal or written directions will be able to produce oral or written language, but that's usually not the case. All lessons touch on every letter on the acronym SWIRL, which stands for Speak, Write, Interact, Read, and Listen. The approach intentionally privileges productive language skills from the beginning. Number four, speak slowly and increase your wait time. Easier said than done. Still, many of the teachers I spoke to said this simple change is vital. You can record yourself speaking in class to measure your cadence and adjust. Adding in an extra 3 to 5 seconds after we pose a question offers all students time to think. However, for English learners, it also gives time to translate, process their thinking, translate back to English, and develop their courage to answer. If we call on students too quickly, many of our students will stop thinking about the answers or try to answer at all. Number five, differentiate and use multiple modalities. All kids learn better when they engage with material in multiple ways. Lessons that are involved writing, speaking, drawing, and listening, for example, give students four opportunities to deepen their understanding of the work. Use the strategy called QSSSA to scaffold classroom discussion. The letter stands for Q is for question. The teacher poses a question, then gives ample think time. Signal, a designated motion like a thumbs up or a finger to the nose, something that students indicate that they're ready to answer. STEM, the teachers provide a sentence starter for the question. For example, for what is your favorite place to read a book? The STEM might be my favorite place to read a book is, and then the answer. And then share, most importantly, and then assess. Number six, incorporate students' native languages and don't be afraid of technology. Bilingualism is the goal, of course, not replacement. Use a strategy called preview, view, review, which leverages a student's native language skills as a foundation for learning with a new language. It introduces a topic and encourages students to preview it in materials in their home language, often using multilingual videos and other online resources. Then, teaches the topic in English And then has students review the information in their home language. Encourage teachers to embrace technologies that students find helpful, like Google Translate. The app can be a useful way for students to translate words quickly, but warns that it can quickly become a dependency if its use is more than handy dictionary. So those are the strategies that I found online on how to teach a language to the students. I hope you learned something from my discussion. Thank you and have a good day.